Hello everybody, I am Samuel15, the Dragon Tamer here. Welcome to Pokemon TCG Online. And a few days ago someone requested, probably for the second or third time, for my Garchomp deck list. So just real quick, this is what it looks like for that person and several other people, because I noticed a lot of people love this deck. That's do I. It's my favorite deck, but unfortunately this deck is no longer playable, so we're playing this in Unlimited. Again, this deck is no longer playable, so I may want to change the deck list a bit, but I don't feel like changing. I just want to keep it as is. So let's just go over it real quick. The final Garchomp Alteria deck that was in the 2013-2014 season. Of course, we had the 4-4 Garchomp line with 4 Gibble. You want this one and the one with Sound Attack because if your opponent flips tails, they can't attack you. You want this Gabite with the Dragon Call ability. And this card is really good because it allows you to search your deck for any Dragon Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Unfortunately, this card has rotated out. It was never reprinted, so since Dragon's Exalted, it was rotated out of the format, and so has Gabite. And that sucks. This deck is no longer playable because of Gabite. I just kid you not. This deck is no longer playable without this thing. You know, it runs on Gabite. More than so than Alteria. Let's see. The next thing is Garchomp. It's 2 attacks. Mach Cut. 60 for 1 is pretty good. And you also get rid of the special energy from the defending Pokemon, so it can essentially leave your opponent. It's pretty good because most decks run on special energy, so that's what that's for. There's also ways to add damage with Silver Bangle. It adds an extra 30, so you're doing 90. With 3 Alteria in play, you're hitting for about 150. So that's a knockout on most non-EX, most non-EX Pokemon. And for EX Pokemon, you can just use Dragon Blade. You know, this deck used to be pretty good when it first came out because 2 hitting EXs was what you would prefer. Though the problem with this deck, I feel like, is it's commonly known as the best theory deck ever made. Because in theory, this deck is pretty awesome. In practice, though, if you don't get some of the stuff you need, your deck is gonna not really run as smooth as you want it to, which is kind of sad. We also have a 3-3 Alteria line, and you want to get this Swablu with the Sing attack. That's the one you want to use. Unfortunately, Swablu has only 40 HP, and that just gets knocked out by pretty much everything in the format. There's one with like 50 HP. I think there's one with 60, but since Muscle Band's a thing, I really don't see the point, especially when Sing is a pretty good attack. Defending Pokemon is now asleep. On most basic Pokemon, or most Pokemon in general, it's flip a coin if your opponent is now asleep. So whatever. Yeah, you want to use this Alteria Fight Song, but you don't have to use this specific one because it's been printed twice. This Alteria is yet to be rotated out of the format because it was reprinted in Boundaries Cross, which is still in the format. So yeah, that's the shiny. There's also for Garchomp, there's the Dragon's Exalted one, and the one in Legendary Treasure. So this is definitely not rotated out of the format. I'm not sure if Gable's rotated out. I'm not sure about Swablu either. I'm pretty sure both of them are. Mogul is another card that came out in Dragon's Exalted, but this card is still in the format because it was reprinted in Legendary Treasures. And what this thing does is call for family. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench. Now, there's several cards I think that do this as well. But I think there's a card that does 3 instead, but has a retreat cost. What is really good about Molga is that it has a free retreat cost, which is always nice. You know, it's always nice. If you ever get escape roped, you can just put up a Molga. You know, you're really only going to need a Molga at the start of the game, though. It's in the first 2 or 3 turns, so 1, 2 turns, I guess. So yeah, that's why we only have 1. We don't have 2 for that very good reason. Now on to the items. We have Dazzle Machine. Very simple. Most people know what it does by now. Gets everything back. We'll discard 2 cards and search for your discard pile for an item card. 4 Level Ball, which I've also rotated out of the format. 2 Max Potion, which is still in the format because it was reprinted as a shiny. 2 Rare Candy. 2 Sacred Ash, I think is really good. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have the 3 putting card stuff back into your deck, but oh well. We have a Super Rod to get some more stuff back in the deck, and also for the fighting energy. You want to run Super Rod in this deck because of the fighting energy. That you can go through it fairly quickly, so it's a little worrisome in that department. 1 tile map, just to see what is prized. And it's actually very good. I very much recommend it in this deck, because if you prize 2 Gibble, you can search them out with Tile Map and get them. We have 2 Culvers, because you almost always will have if everything's going your way, you'll have a big bench. Lysandre to get a good knockout if you have everything you need. 4 N, this is a very good card, because against most EX decks, you'll start from behind. Pokemon Fan Club, I think I get really to try it out, but I feel like it's good in this deck, just for like a 1 of, just to get those 2 Pokemon right off the bat is pretty good. 3 Juniper, simple, discard your hand, draw 7 cards, and Skyla, search out your many items in this deck. 3 Silver Bangle, and for the stuff, and 4 Blend Energy, and 6 Fighting Energy. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, I know what I'm missing. So Startling, I think. Yeah, that's what I was missing. Startling Nakefly. I don't know why I didn't put it on my deck to begin with, but now it is. And now save it. Okay. I don't care if it's illegal, but whatever. New friend request. I'll accept that or decline that later. Just wanted to see real quick. Alright. Oh, enough mumbling. Wow, it's been 8 minutes. It's taking longer and longer to get started. Sorry about that. Actually, let's see if anyone is online. No, I have no friends available. Ranked. Standard. Actually, unlimited. Garchomp, Alteria. Alright, do I want to go first? Hell, you always want to go first with this deck, honestly. Even if you... I mean, Emolga's good and all, but you never know if you can get the right cards to use Emolga if you go second. So, if you can, go first. That's what I recommend, personally. Oh, my opponent is not drawing anything. I can't really tell what my opponent has. So, we will get a lot of stuff, though. Because of all the mulligans my opponent had. Ah, man. Actually, my opponent only mulliganed once or twice. But that's fine. I kind of did draw, though. I did drew. So I'm going to just hold on to my stuff. And it seems to be I'm facing a quad Snorlax deck. As funny as that sounds. Um, I'm going to hold on. I can't retreat now. That's the irritating thing, I guess. It's kind of irritating, but it's not so much so. There's still stuff I can do. Opponent just passed. That's fine. I'm gonna get another Alteria in play. So I feel like this one's gonna go down. I only put one switch in the deck though, so that's kind of irritating. My opponent's gonna Skyline probably for if I had to guesstimate. Oh, Frozen City. That is troublesome. This is kind of an interesting matchup. Quad Snorlax isn't really the best deck in the format, but I think like a year or two ago it did like do well at a regionals. Oh, you have to be kidding me. The stadium is really gonna be a pain in my butt. It's gonna be a pain in my butt. Yeah, but alright, end turn. Hopefully I can get a switch. Fighting energy. So it seems we keep drawing nothing. We have one Swablu prized, and a fighting energy, and a Lysandra. I don't think the Lysandra is going to mean too much in this matchup. Opponent has yet to draw anything. Opponent kind of just seems to be passing right now. I'm just keep like trying to Dragon Call because they've yet to really draw a supporter. No, they've yet to draw support at all. That kind of makes me worried. So I'm just kind of drawing my cards out of my deck. That's what I'm trying to do. So I can get a more likely chance to draw into my supporters. But if you yet to draw into them, this is kind of silly. How have we yet to draw into any supporters whatsoever? That's what I don't get. I know I know I priced you Skyla and blew a prized to Skyla, but I have like several stuff. I should get one right here, or should have. Oh, I should have Dragon Ball, but I forgot to. Whatever. There we go. I'm not hitting him for a knockout though. Could have got a switch and started attacking, but I decided against it. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I think I should have done it, but oh well. I'm just gonna have to enter in here. Escape rope. I don't know whether or not forcing me to attack is a good thing. Oh, flare grunt. Finally, I draw into an end. Now I can get my opponent to a smaller hand size. I don't know what my opponent is actually trying to do. Personally, I think my opponent's just trying to be annoying. Yeah, my opponent is more or less doing that. Just being annoying. It's the max potion. Oh no! My opponent had to think to put away the dowsing machine. Oh, I'm gonna call this. Let's see. I don't want to use switch right away, unless I feel like I have to. Opponent, yeah, for the most part, just being annoying. Trick shuffle again. Get rid of my dowsing machine, which was really annoying. My opponent also got rid of my rare candy, but I don't think that's as important or annoying. Let's see. When it shuffles in his flare grunts, my opponent's probably going to either get a max potion or a switch or team flare grunt here, I would suppose. Yep. There it is. This is going to be a very slow and drawn out game, people. Now, I have many options to do here. I feel like, as much as I kind of want to flip the energy down, I feel like they can be susceptible to multiple back-to-back stuff that gets rid of my stuff. Like, let's say a, I don't know. Let's say like something along the lines of a max potion and a ugh. God, what's it called again? Max potion and yeah, something along the lines of max potion and not max potion. Yeah, let's say my opponent used last turn used a team flare grunt and a enhanced hammer or something like along those lines where yes, crushing hammer. Yes, that would have been very annoying. My opponent continues to get rid of my stuff. I feel like my opponent just has a ton of stuff that he just wants to get rid of. And wants me to get rid of anyway. I feel like what the whole entire purpose of my opponent's deck is just to keep me from attacking as much as possible and just kind of more or less troll me. I'm gonna get the fighting energy back now. I know what I'm doing. Chewy, stop it. Sorry about my noisy dog. For some reason, my parents decided they wanted to take my dog for a WLK now. And do my video and give me my annoying dog. Whatever. That's fine, I guess. Oh, if only I had a muscle band instead of a Bengal. But I feel like Bengal's the better idea in this freaking thing, because Alteria really, for the most part, is a muscle band in itself. The original muscle band, I guess. Opponent is put to sleep. Chewy, shut up. Opponent wakes up. Skylar. Opponent really can't do much here. I'm just going to continue to mock cut. What my opponent needs to do here is, I feel like Squall Snorlax is good. I feel like the Hypnotoxic Laser route is better. Yeah, the Hypnotoxic Laser route is definitely better than the Frozen City routes. Chewie, stop it. You're being annoying. And I'll use my one and only switch here. That's fine. That is fine. What does my opponent want to do here? Try to put me to sleep again. It worked. And I'm still asleep. That's kind of bothersome. A bunch of fighting energy in the discard that I do not want. So I'm just gonna. This is the first time I actually just put 3 fighting directly into my deck. This is kind of a boring matchup, but whatever. I'm just gonna straight evolve because I don't think I'll need a Gabite anymore. I feel like I'm definitely gonna win this. I think the one type person my opponent's deck is just to stall enough so I can deck out eventually. And I don't wake again. Opponent gets a Crushing Hammer. That's annoying. Flips tails though, so that's good. That's good. This is the unlimited format, so I'm glad my opponent is not using the Enhanced Hammer, even though my opponent definitely could right now. I'm not using any supporters just because I want to hold on to everything for now. There's nothing I really need other than maybe some energy. But that's really about it. Opponent decides to Lysander me. That is like really annoying. This is really annoying because I have no more switches. So at this point, it's kind of pass into who wins, I guess. Can't retreat. The only thing I really can do is just kind of put energy into my Alteria until it gets knocked out, honestly. Seriously, that's the only thing I can do here. Actually, there is something I can do here. Don't want to just do that, but now I can retreat and mock cut for the knockout. This is to get more stuff later on if I get knocked out a few times. Just to add cards to my deck. So thankfully it has yet to go to something as silly as that. How many? No, just 2. I'm gonna down all I ever see. Just might as well just max push and get that damage off while I can. I'm just gonna Colress right now. Sweet, I got it. And I ended the game just like that. Woohoo! That was a long game. Actually, it wasn't that long, I guess. It was only about 16 minutes. It's not as long as some other games I've had in the past, but oh wells. Anyway, this was my whatever video for today. Did not feel like talking other than just playing a game, so sorry about that. Please like, subscribe, and all that silly stuff, and I shall see you people next time.